Okay, we are live, everyone. My name is Bahzad.
My name is Risa.
Welcome to the Wonder Looper live stream. We are broadcasting live from our showroom, our office here in Yokohama, Japan. It is Saturday morning, September 20th for us, Friday evening, September the 19th for many of you out there in the West. Welcome to the world's greatest live stream, the Wonder Looper live stream. How's it going?
Not great. Not great. A
Not
lot
great.
of things are going wrong.
Awry. That's okay. We'll get through some of those things. It's been a busy week, as you guys know. It's been a busy month, really, for us. So there's just a lot of moving parts. So sometimes things, happen, but we'll talk about them, and we'll make lemonade out of lemons. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. Or what else do you do with bad fruit? Lemonade out of lemon. But lemons are good. Lemonade is good. What else do you do with other things? I don't know. Let us know in the chat. Well, anyhow, let's check in with the chat. Let's see where everybody is tuning in from all around the world. We've got Terp Wizard in with the early chat saying, "You weren't kidding on how quick the indigo dyed garments were going to sell out. I didn't even finish checkout before the zip-ups were out of stock. Did manage to get a hoodie." Well, I'm glad you were able to get a hoodie because a lot of people weren't even able to get one of those either. I think they pretty much blew out in the first minute.
Yeah, well, like first seconds, I think.
Yeah. Like, we were picking and packing orders, like, for a lot of the day yesterday, aside from answering emails and stuff. And, like, I just remember, like, hours into picking and packing orders, we were still on minute one on like, picking and packing.
Minute
so,
zero.
Yeah. So, a lot of things came through real quickly. I'm glad for, everybody who was able to get one. I feel like a lot of people did get one who was looking for one, whether it was a zip hoodie, pullover hoodie, crew neck, and through our retail partners as well. I think that list really came in handy. Hopefully some of you were able to use that. I definitely got a couple of emails from people who did make use of that list. So please, if you haven't, anyway, we'll talk about where you can find the list and all that stuff a little bit later on in the chat. But great success with the release, and hopefully everybody got exactly what they wanted, or at least close. Mr. Sullivan says, "Hello from Schott, Orlando, wearing my Wonder Looper Foxfibre lined fleeced Foxfibre crew neck in charcoal I got from Jean Store today. It's unreal comfortable." Fantastic. It is a very, very cozy one. I have to say, Jean Store did a really good job with their social media photos and stuff with this release. So Jean Stores are a great retail partner out there in the UK land. And someone also adds, picked up the iPhone 17 Pro today. Today was a good day. The 17 Pro. Yeah, 17 Pro. I don't know what the difference is, really. The back looks different. You got a bigger camera or something.
I thought it got like thinner or something, right?
No, there's the iPhone Air that came out. Now it's thinner, has a thinner battery life, and then they sell you a battery pack that goes on it, which then makes it the same size as the old phone.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really just great. And they're like, oh, now we have, I saw the video, I'm like, now we have all these new cases. And I'm like, which makes it as thick as the old. I just don't understand why they keep trying to make it thinner.
Yeah.
And then
it's not like it's not that important.
Right.
I feel like having a little bit of thickness is important to hold on to it.
Like, I have a case on my phone. Everyone has a case on their phone, right? And it just makes the phone so thick. So just make the phone a little thicker, a little stronger. Maybe put some leather or something on the back instead of all this glass, and give me a bigger battery, and then I'm happy. Right? I don't want this to slip out of my hands. I don't really want to put a case on it either. But
I also want the entire thing flat rather than having a camera bump.
Yeah. What's the point of that? Just make it flush.
Yes, and a bigger battery. Like that, it's like
make it
that
flush.
solves a lot of problems. So
Like-
you can sit straight, like flat on the table,
Right.
and it has a better battery. And like the thickness at the end of the day, it's like
It's not really a
It's
big
as
deal.
thick as the thickest part of the phone, so it's...
Right. Bingo. The camera bump is the thickest part of the phone, so it's going to be that thick anyways. No matter, oh, we have the sides are so slim. I'm like, but it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
You know?
To me, it doesn't. I don't know who... Like, maybe people who put it in their pockets maybe want it thinner. I don't know.
Tim Apple, if you're watching right now, which I suspect you are, give us a call. Risa and I will fix the iPhone for you.
Are they even working on, like, folding phones yet?
I don't
I
know.
wonder if that's where they're going.
Tim.
I feel like that's where it should be going.
That's what I say. Tim, give us a call. We'll do it for free. Right?
Do what for free?
Fix the iPhone.
I have no idea how to make phones.
We just gave them the plan. The plan is there. It's easy, simple. Anyhow, Tim, we're waiting for your call. All right. There you go. We got 811 Gregor. Hey, so looking at the photos of you modeling the double heavyweight pullover hoodies, sweatshirts, it looks like the hoodies have more of a relaxed fit than the sweatshirts. Did you size up? In all of any photos that I'm wearing the garments, I'm wearing a size medium. So that's how it fits. Like our sweatshirts don't fit particularly like snug on your regular size. Like if you're wearing it in your, sorry, it's hard. I don't like using these terms, regular size, normal size, things like that. In say like, if you're usually a medium, for example, but again, it depends on brand to brand. Every brand fits a little bit differently. Ours, I find, tend to fit a little bit more on the casual side, a little bit more relaxed, but not like super big and baggy either. And if you want a more like tailored fit, then you sometimes have the option to go down one size.
Yes, but like you can see the difference in measurements.
Yeah.
If you look at the measurements of hoodie versus crew neck, and I think that has to be the answer. Like it's just it's that much slimmer.
Yeah, the answer is always the measurements. Like leading up to the release, I mean the amount of emails that came through asking for sizing advice. What size should I get? What size should I get? And I'm I have to say that as much as I should rely on like generic email responses, I actually write the emails out. Like 98% of the times, I write the whole email out tailored to your question.
Different,
right?
Yeah.
And so some people are like, well, I wear a size medium in this brand, and I wear a size large in that brand. What size should I wear in this brand? And in this brand of hoodie, I have the measurements are like this, and this brand of hoodie, the measurements are like that. And I'm like, our measurements are listed too. Just check the measurements. Those are never going to lie to you. You might be a medium in ours. You might be a large in ours. It depends on how you like things to fit. Sometimes people like crew necks to fit a little bit slimmer. Some people like hoodies to fit a little bit bigger. It all depends, on your preferences. So, yeah, measurements, they never lie. Always check the measurements, and it's one thing to see how things fit on me, but my weight also fluctuates a bit. Right? So sometimes I'm a little bit bigger, sometimes I'm a little bit smaller. Things might look a little bit looser on me at times, some things might look less looser on me at times. So, it's a reference, but the measurements are 100% the right way always to go. McKinley says the measurement chart compared to an existing piece you own is gospel. Yeah. That is,
the easiest way to figure out how it's gonna fit on your body specifically.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes people are like, oh, I'm this height and I'm this weight. It's like, okay, I can picture the general size of you, but I don't know if your weight is on the upper half of your body or lower half of your body. Depending on that, your build may be very different.
Yeah. You might be jacked up here and thin out here, or you might be like me, where I'm all skin and bones up here and healthy right here, if you know what I mean. So it all depends. We've got anyway. Back to the chat. We've got Hong. I can't stop looking at the DVD screensaver. It's hypnotic. There you go. If you get the reference, We've got Alejandro, my friend. Alejandro Jomar is in the house. Miss my friends, we miss you too, my good friend. I like watching your videos. You've recorded so much from your Japan trip, and like you post them. You kind of spread it out, and every time you do a post about your Japan trip, it just reminds me of our good time here when you're here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Okay. We got that Cesar G in the house. Hello from New Jersey. Just got a second Ecru ELS. Fantastic. We've got Arif in the house. Also ordered my wife her first Wonder Looper item. Fleeced Foxfibre hoodie and oatmeal. It's a surprise for her.
That's fantastic.
Did I ruin the surprise? Is she watching right now? I mean, the whole world is tuned in right now, so it's a good chance I ruined that surprise. But I hope you enjoy it.
But to be fair, he ruined the surprise.
That too. I just read it on air. Okay. So a lot of comments here. We've got Soy Francisco. I'm gonna keep saying that. Brother, those Henleys were sniped by the Russian bots. I had my order ready in the 15 and iron, and were sold out before I could finish filling my information in. They lasted less than a minute.
This is why you create a shop account with all the information already saved.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't talk about this before this release, but that is always the pro tip.
Yeah. Be logged in and it'll have your information. Like as soon as you get the checkout, it'll be ready to go.
Yeah. And make sure your payment's already saved, like everything's saved.
Yeah. Like the other day, like after the release, we had a guy who messaged us and he said, I didn't realize the buy now button meant buy now. And like he was obviously logged into his account and he clicked the button and it placed the order and he's like, oh my God, like it actually placed the order like right away. So it can instantly do that if you're pre-logged in. So that definitely helps with the checkout process. Yeah. JWHC says there are Android phones with flat backs and much larger battery. Well, there you go. All I can say about phones is like I like my iPhone. It's okay, but that Galaxy folding thing, that looks like it's the future. I'm just saying that thing is cool. Yeah.
It just kind of like fits our life, like our use of phone. I feel.
Yeah, I regret not getting the Pro Max because I need the screen real estate. I really, because I had a Note 20 before, and the screen was so big, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. And like, I felt like this was big, and then like, I do a lot of stuff, and it's just hard to do many things at the same time on this thing. Anyways. That's why I use a desktop.
The best part of Fold is that, like, you can, like, because, I mean, maybe it's not an issue for men, but, like, holding, like, a Pro Max size, for instance, and doing something one-handed, it's going to be very difficult.
Right.
Especially without a back button, also.
Yeah.
It's tough. Just gonna
yeah, there's a lot of gestures, and anyways. Phone's a phone these days. What can I do?
We got so picky. Remember when like we were just like so happy just having email access to outside of your home?
I was just unbelievably gracious when camera phones became a thing. I remember it wasn't my first cell phone. It was, I don't know, one of my first cell phones. I had a Sony Ericsson T68i. Old guys, old ladies are gonna remember this phone, us oldies, okay? Sony Ericsson T68i, and then you could buy the camera attachment, and it was like not only was it like one of the first color screen cell phones, it was tiny, it was like the size of like a pack of gum, and you could have this device that you clipped onto the end, and it took like 180 by 180 resolution like photos, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world. I gotta share it. Like, this is just cell phone memories here. Everybody in the chat's probably got a favorite old cell phone. Who remembers this one? This one I thought was a real big game changer phone back in the day. Yes, look at this thing. This guy right here. Right? And then you could have that attachment at the bottom, and it took photos. It was great. And like the color was really cool. I was a big fan of these Sony Ericsson phones. I basically only bought Sony Ericsson for a long time. yeah. Anyhow, any cell phone memories. There you go. Okay. Hayes T says, I hate that I missed out on a few things, but the stockists pulled through. This is such a good sign for you guys, though I'm pumped I'm sorry, I can't read this right. This is such a good sign for you guys, and I'm pumped for the response. Yes, it's been a very, very positive response. The retailers have been very good. They got, for the most part, everybody got everything up on the release date on time. I think Redcast, Heritage, and Tate and Yoko are still to get their inventory out, up. Oh, Standard and Strange also. There's as well. So there's still another chance to get some of these items. So keep an eye on those retailers if you missed out on anything. And of course, on our website, which we'll go to right now, just to remind everybody. So if you weren't able to get something, or maybe you're just finding out about the release right now, head over to wonderlooper.com, your favorite bookmarked website, I know. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. At the very bottom, so retailer stock list fall winter drop 2, and it outlines every retail partner. Black Blue also, they haven't got their stock yet, so this is coming. So it has every retailer, the style, and the fits and colors that they're getting. So just look through it. If you're looking for something specific, just go through the list, see which retailer has it. Go to their website. If it's not there, or if it's sold out, it's not there, because sometimes some websites, once something is sold out, it goes offline, so you can't see it anymore. Sometimes it has a little sold out sticker, but go through the list, and you might still be able to find some of the things that you're after. But most importantly, for the retailers that haven't released yet, follow them or check in with them, see when their release schedule is, and you'll have another chance to get what you're looking for there. So please utilize this list. I think it's a pretty handy tool for everybody. Okay. We've got the more. Bahzad is 1 day older than he thinks. He's joined the oldies, old guys. I'm 1 day older than he thinks. I feel old. I feel young and I feel old at the same time. Because there's just certain things that I do where I'm just like, I don't want to change anymore. Like, I saw a video for like those Meta glasses, and I'm like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to wear. I don't want this. I don't want to replace my. Like, they're like, oh, this is gonna replace your phone one day. I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's like having to wear glasses so that you don't have to walk around with this, but then like you have a thing on your face.
I don't want to be permanent. Like, as much as like I love the innovation and the world that we're in, that we can have a supercomputer in our pocket. I also like putting it away and like, okay, I don't want to look at this anymore. Yeah. Imagine you have this stupid thing on your face all day.
Also, I don't know that. I don't know how that would work. When I had a problem with my eyes, I couldn't even stand wearing glasses. So
right. So I just find myself in a lot of these ways where I'm like, just leave it alone. Stop touching it. It's fine. It's good. And so that's why I feel this way.
That's why we're not clearly not in the innovative tech business.
Yeah, I'd be like, stop. This is good enough. Just give it a little more of a design aspect, but the technology is good. It's fine. Okay. Shiba C says, I hope that Tate and Yoko will get the Fox 15 Henleys in extra small. I don't think they're getting extra small. Not so many retailers carry extra small. I think Redcast.
No, Redcast doesn't buy extra small. The only the retailer that buys constantly extra small is Sunset Star and Standard and Strange.
Oh, Standard and Strange. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Mr. Lawmaster says, if you were born in the 1980s, you're eternally in your 20s to me.
Yeah, like we were just in the same.
All the things that I liked in my 20s, I generally still like.
And I think a lot of us are just like on the same level of like getting older,
Right.
It's like we're not quite.
That's it.
Yeah. It's hard to accept reality.
Right. Alejandro asks an important question. Are you watching WrestlePalooza or All Out tomorrow? I don't know yet. because when it airs, it is Monday morning for us, and Monday morning is going to be a busy time. So I might have something playing on in the background because I just am not going to be able to really pay too much attention to what's going on. Hopefully, not hopefully, I mean, I'll probably catch up with everything on the highlights, but a lot of wrestling action happening in the next little bit. Okay. Just some general. Okay, if I missed your question, please ask.
Somebody asked about, I can't find it now, but Cashmere blend henleys, and they are coming sometime, like they're supposed to come to our warehouse sometime next month, maybe like mid-October kind of thing. So, you know, we're hoping for either end October release or maybe early November.
Yes. So that just to I guess get ahead of ourselves, you know, we just had this past release, and let's just go over what just came out. So we have the real indigo dyed French terry, the real indigo dyed blanket striped French terry. Those just came out, sold out pretty much across the board. I think there's a little bit lingering here and there through some of our retail partners. So maybe check through. I think Cultism had a little tiny bit left as of last night.
I think crew necks are still kind of floating around.
Okay, so there's a couple here and there. Then we had the Foxfibre heavyweight Henleys. Those just dropped as well in 3 colors: the Coyote 15, the Coyote 70, and the Coyote 80 iron. More than 3 colors there. There's a couple of sizes still left, mostly the bigger sizes. I feel that are still hanging around. The Ultimate Pima Suriyami t-shirts, the white and the black, those we really stocked up on. So we have some good inventory left there. ELS recycled cotton slub tees, those kind of came in last minute unexpectedly. So we've got some inventory there as well.
Yeah, no, we got a lot to carry us over
through the season. Hopefully it carries us through the rest of the season.
Yeah. And we're out of heather gray right now, because the way it works is that like the yarns have to be made at the same time, and like white, ecru, and black, they are basically the same yarns, whereas like the gray, they have to mix the colors, like heather gray. So it's made at different times, so that's why like we have different schedules with gray. And to be fair, like we had gray in stock for a long time, so
But you know what? Like our good friend Michael at the Iron Snail just dropped a video like doing a t-shirt review, and he had one of our gray ELS tees. And so like that video just went out. So now I've been getting like, hey, when's gray coming back? When's gray coming back? And I'm like, oh, like the timing is really, you know, anyhow, the gray will come back eventually, but we don't have an exact schedule for it, because it just, with the ELS tees, we basically told the factory when it's ready, just give it to us.
Well, with the gray too, like they have I think they're either have the fabric already made, or like they're just starting to knit the fabric. Okay. So it's not too far away. It's not gonna be like next week.
Right. So I guess it'll show up when it shows up.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so that's the ELS tees, and then we had the long sleeve double heavyweight tees in the crew and black. So those are the first restock of those 2 colors, because those 2 colors came out first last year. It was an exclusive for us and our good friends at Cultism in Germany. Stephen Kopelkamp says the DVD hit the corner. Did it? Okay, if it hits the corner, and pay attention, if that DVD sign hits the corner, you know, everybody throw some parts in the chat.
I was thinking that, like, if at one point, if all of the likes comes in, like, I know that's when it hit the corner.
So keep your eye on that one. So a lot of releases, some quick sellouts, some slow burns. So you know, we're still getting the balance of all of our inventory in line. The real indigo one, I'm gonna say that like the rising interest in that item, like, you know, when we first showed it off, you know, we've showed it off for a long time through the development of that item, and you know, it was just I would say like the interest level just was kind of steady. You know, I wouldn't get too many emails or anything about it, so like I just kind of, I knew that they would be fine, you know. And then the last 10 days, I would say, leading up to the release, just my email box is exploding, and I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to sell too fast.
Yeah.
And it's just, of course, we have to predict all these things. And, even some people had suggested, why don't you just do pre-orders for things like this? And I would say the reason why we don't do a pre-order for something like this is exactly through the entire production development of this. Imagine we had taken your money 2 years ago when we started this, and it would take 2 years for you to get it, and it would go through multiple iterations, and at every iteration I would have to go and email every single customer and say, hey, there's a change. Is this acceptable to you? Do you want to continue with this item? No, yes. Hey, I didn't hear back from you. It would have been a complete nightmare of just trying to do that logistically. And that's really the reason why I much prefer to just have stock.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just I'm dealing with this week. It just seems like everything is going wrong because of, we dealt with the short shipment of the Indigo because there's some the issues with the fabric, as we talked about multiple times. There's just so many struggles. It's a difficult fabric to make, and we had issues there, so we got shortages, and then we also had issues, delivery timing issues, availability issues with all of our it seems like all of our production, and it's just this is common in this industry, and because it takes so long to plan everything and have everything just made from basically raw material all the way into the finished garment, that there's so many points of failure, and it does often not go the way that we planned initially. And if somebody was committed to purchasing it and put their money down 6 months ago, it would just be Bahzad said, it's just gonna have so much work built in, whereas if the traditional way, it's just okay, sometimes we miss the mark on the demand, but at the end of the day, at least it's just you're paying for something that you can get right away, and at the time that you want it, right? Because who knows, in 6 months you might change your mind,
right? So pre-orders are always in the back of my head. I'm like, maybe we should do this pre-order, but it's just the problems outweigh the compared to doing it the traditional way of just sort of predicting stock, and predicting demand and having goods ready to go. So I'm gonna be mostly committed to working that way and just getting better at it, and hopefully we don't upset too many people by not being able to get what you're looking for. I do get the sense that most people, again, if you're there on release day, you check the retailer list, and that between all that you can get what you're looking for. Of course, I know in 2 or 3 weeks time from now there's going to be somebody who just finds it and, hey, can I get it, and this and that. I feel for you, man. It's just we're still getting used to all of this growth pattern here, and seeing where it takes us. And we are certainly getting better at a lot of things. Double heavyweight tees at one point were something that we could carry for a couple of weeks. Then it became a couple of days, and then it came a couple of hours, and now we're back to we've got good stock. And of course, having this bigger space helps us. Double heavyweight sweatshirts, I remember the first season launching them, we sold, we had a good day on release day, and then it took it took actually a couple of months to sell through all the inventory, a reasonable burned through that we were used to. And we've been in retail for a long time, and we're just sort of used to buying X amount of inventory, and then it just trickles down throughout the season. But the way things have been going with Wonder Looper has been man, that it's stock up as much as you want, and it's just it'll sell out even faster. And obviously we know that the more and more people are learning about our brand and being turned on to the brand and things like that. So, we have to keep those things in mind when we do our production planning. But I will say that the growth pattern here is not something that we've really encountered before in all of our time.
Right. And just to kind of like, add to what I was saying about like there's all kinds of like production monkey wrenches thrown at us. But on top of that, things like, tariffs,
Yeah.
things like, economy,
Yeah.
Currency exchange rate, all those things are like just unpredictable. Obviously it's out of our 100% out of control, and things like that can happen. So, the longer you have the, like the shorter the from the commitment we get from our customers to like us delivering, the shorter the time, and it's like
Right, the
the
better.
easiest.
Yeah, that's true. Right, because like
That, and also, sorry,
okay,
but also that's kind of why like we really appreciate having these retail partners, right? Like retail partners, they have to book their units like 6 months at least ahead of time, and they're committed to that, order. And that's why we try our best to fulfill that order, like the way we promised. That's basically a mutual contract. But they also have to put down the risk, like they're committed this much, and that for something that doesn't come for 6 months, and that may not come the way that you wanted it. That's maybe slightly different, whatever.
Right.
So that's why we really appreciate the support of our retail partners, and having them just they're not just like a windows of like a middleman or anything like that. They actually makes it possible for us to have a
because they also help our like production, right?
Yeah.
So like by the retail partner like aspect, it helps in a lot of ways. Number one, we have our products in countries, in physical retail stores all around the world without having to open stores, right? Like there's no way, I'm going to say right now, there's no way I could manage opening stores.
Right.
There's only two of us, right? And it takes an army to sort of build that out. So by teaming up with great retailers, they have our products in store. They have great staff. Like if you haven't noticed yet, like we really partner with some very strong retail partners. These are people who know like the community. They know the kinds of products that they sell. They're very in tune with this world. So we really try to partner with the greatest and the best. And they've got great retail points, I think, in very important cities. Certainly there's some pockets here and there that we could fill in. Slowly but surely we'll try to get there. Of course, we have our own inventory issues to deal with, so it's hard to expand also. So you've got them. And then, of course, all of their orders combined helps our production, quantities go up. So when we have the order that we have for our retail store, that is our website. Their orders together, that all comes together, and then through that, we have a giant bulk order. We can negotiate better prices. We can get, it's hard if you're a small brand and you want to make 100 t-shirts. That's not so easy. Going to a mill saying, can you make me a custom fabric, and going to a factory to say, hey, can you make me 100 t-shirts? They're not so interested in doing that. It's not a really big thing for them. But when you have all this stuff that you can present to them at the same time, no problem. Okay, let's do it. You know what I mean? So that we make an impact in that sense. So, we're very happy to have this retail partnership, and I think for a lot of you guys, I get emails, people saying, oh, I bought it from this store, I bought it from that store. I really like, they're kind of sending to me like they're being like apologetic that they didn't buy it through us, right? And I'm like, no, it's yes, please, like. Look, I want you to be comfortable where you shop. If the store is in your country or in your city, please go and shop there. Like like they brought it in specifically for you. Yeah. Right.
And if you don't buy from their store and nobody bought from their store, then they are not gonna buy from us anymore. So it's either way, like
it all supports. It all comes back. Yeah. So don't ever you don't ever have to feel like weird about, oh, I watch your channel like your friend, but I didn't buy from your site. Don't worry. Just wherever you get it, it's fine. It doesn't matter. So please just enjoy and get it where you can get it, and be sure to support your local retailer. Of course, they brought it in, and it makes. I will say that for the exchange, like if you're ever worried about sizing or things like that, like number one, measurement guide. The measurement guide is your friend. But sometimes people aren't so comfortable with that sort of stuff. buy from your local guy. The exchange, if you ever have to exchange something, it's gonna be a lot easier, right? You know, either they're in your local town or city, or like shipping. Like I would say that our shipping charges to Japan are very reasonable, right?
Well, to Japan.
Like if you have to send something from America back to us, like what we charge you is like it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
but it's still like $30
Yeah.
to send something around there. Depends on what it is. It's all based on weight and volume and that kind of stuff. So you know that it's annoying to have to pay that, and then you have to pay for shipping again back to you, which is our shipping out to you is subsidized. Like I think what do we charge, like 22
to out.
yeah
2,400 yen.
Yeah.
Usually $17.
Yeah, so something like that. But it costs us way more.
Yes.
Like just so you guys know, like whatever we charge you for shipping, it costs us way more, and like we just subsidize part of that for you because we don't want you to pay too much for shipping, you know. But it's impossible to subsidize it all.
Yeah, and it's a flat rate
yeah.
too. So like the more you buy
Yeah.
in one order, we're subsidizing more,
Right.
obviously, but at the same time
You're
you
buying
buy
more, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's how it all works.
And then I will say the other difficulty is that like with tariffs and taxes and all that stuff, like you don't get them back, right? Like if you send something back to me, like
yes,
like I cannot refund those to you because the way that it works is that when that import comes in, that tax part goes to your government. It doesn't go to me. Like I might be collecting it, but it goes to your government. So that, and then if it gets sent back out, they're just like great.
well,
right?
technically, you're supposed to be able to get it if
Yeah.
you can prove that you returned it. But like then it becomes a matter of like, but like you as a customer, you know, imported it, and we were just like, you know, just collecting it ahead of time so that you don't have to pay it later. But then, you know, like
Yeah.
again, it's
Bottom line is,
Well,
like
we're not going to be able
Yeah.
to, with the resources we have, and I think most retailers do not do this
Yeah.
as well because of
Yeah.
the labor intensive nature of that, and just, you know, it's complicated.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to refund the duties that once you pay it.
yeah.
I'm just putting it out.
Yeah. So that's going to be lost, and then not likely, you will have to pay it again. So that's why getting your sizing is imperative. Follow that measurement chart or check in with those retail partners. And I'm going to say it, I can see our retail partners in America growing a little bit more in terms of that because of the, you know, complications with those sort of things. But, you know, if you know your size and all, you did your measurements, you should be fine. But that's just one of those things to keep in mind.
Yes.
So yes,
Yes.
it has made a few things a little bit more difficult, but also I would say that, you know, I also came from a time where like buying anything online from another country was impossible. And then when and if you could even do it, like returns and exchanges were like, that wasn't even going to be an issue. So like we've certainly made a lot of steps, but like, you know, I would say that regulatory wise, that's where the brick wall is right now. So yeah. Arif says, yeah, I ordered my Fox 15 from Millworks. Great store, shipped and delivered in a day. Same with Dant in Indianapolis. That's right. We ship pretty fast. But if you're in America,
Yeah.
things can also move pretty quickly as well. So check in with your local guys. I know you guys are looking for a Chicago-based retailer. We hear you. We know. Yeah.
Yeah. But let me just say that, you know, we don't open a lot of new retail partners accounts because, you know, it's just us, and, you know, there's so much inventory, so much more work to deal with, and we just want to focus on the strong partners that we have, and I think that is our best strategy. Even going forward. With that said, we just kind of like wrapped up booking spring from retail partners.
Yeah.
And part of the problems I'm having right now is that our orders became way larger than we, you know, the
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 mills and the factories.
Yeah, because mills, they also understand that they cannot expect us to have an order 1 year earlier, right? Like, we gotta wait till the samples are ready, and we gotta wait till, like everybody's just, it's impossible to have longer time ahead of time. But at the same time, they need to plan their spaces, and they're all working with the brands that are planning about 6 months ahead of time. So
it's like
everything
a
is just
war
kind of
for like production space.
Yeah, especially in Japan, like it's not so abundant, especially specialized fabrics, tsuriyami, all of those things. So we're just told that like our quantities are way too big for our initial plan.
Which is hey, that's a great
it's
problem,
a great
but it's a
thing,
problem.
but it is definitely a problem because now that we have to wait another few months, there's seasons that we deal with, and seasons don't stop and wait for you. So
right. So we'll just say it right now that Super Looper, it might come in batches.
It will definitely come in batches.
There you go. It will come in batches.
There's just no way.
Yeah. It might be not might. It will, unless some sort of miracle from God happens.
That will be a miracle.
Yeah, let's happen. Let's pray for it, and then let's rain down the miracle on us. Aside from that happening, there will be a split between like certain colors and other colors, and like the split will kind of be far apart. Yes. Okay. Well, we're still working on it. Yeah.
And maybe I hope you guys are willing to purchase sweatshirts in summer.
Right. It's possible that some of the colors will be not possible. I keep saying possible, but I'm also praying for that miracle. I'm praying for that miracle. Let's make it happen. But yeah. So those are some of the things that happen, and that's again. When it comes to the sort of things that we make, where it's like we're particular about using certain machines, we're particular about certain materials, sometimes those, because you're doing things like using rare materials or techniques and things like that, there's a reason why they're rare, right? And it's just not like the conventional path, and because of that, timings can get screwed up, availabilities can get screwed up, things change on the fly with those sort of things. So obviously I think this audience understands, and because we tell you about it, and you see how things sort of happen in real time, but like that's why like a big brand is like, if they're gonna do some sort of special material capsule collection, that's why it's a capsule collection, right? And I'll tell you, like, it's that, and like it's the reason why, we did this Japanese design, this, that, and the other thing, and they only released one batch of it once, and then maybe they'll do something like that again in like 3 or 4 years. It's like, there's a reason why they don't make their whole thing that. It's because if they relied on that, they would be like, well, there's no, we couldn't get consistency here. And so we'd make it a little bit small just to make something cool and, try to interest some folks that might be interested in that. Great, fine. But yeah, when your brand is very much like the whole thing is wrapped around like, let's see what we can do here. Problems arise, and with us, you just got to navigate it. And
we can't pivot if you're like using basic fabrics that are just fabric
running or in stock
all the time, then you can always pivot, and like there's just alternatives, there's other ways to deal with it. We cannot pivot so easily. That's the frustrating part, because like obviously we're seeing like a really strong demand for the indigo stuff, and it would be great if we could just make more stuff in indigo like next season, but we just can't. We really don't want to make something just that's readily available from other brands and stuff like that. So
it has to be special.
In order to do that, it's like we can't do anything with indigo till probably a few
seasons.
I would say over a year down the road.
So Jeremy Sim says, summer Super Looper, think that calls for sweat shorts. I'm gonna say probably, but we can't add them. Yeah.
Because like when we were making sweat shorts, people were calling for sweatpants, and now we decided to make sweatpants.
Yeah.
There are definitely people gonna call for sweat shorts.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
It's just, I wish we could win them all, but you know what? This is what we're playing is a game of baseball. It's about averages, and that's it. You know, you don't always you get on the base or hit the home run, but the more you do, the better, and that's the game we're playing. Pharmacus says Wonder Looper is a pretty niche brand still. No, maybe it's not a popular sentiment, but I'd like to think that most people are well researched when ordering a Wonder Looper item.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
By and large, yes, absolutely. I think a lot of people come from our community. They watch the videos. They read the newsletter. Maybe you don't read every newsletter or, watch every video. I know some of our customers aren't even on Instagram or things like that. So, that's why we try to spread the message across many platforms, in one way or another. We try to reach you, give you the information. But, of course, there's always new people, right? Mm-hmm. And we want to cater to new people as much as we can, which is sometimes why some of the information is quite repetitive. What do you do if you make a mistake on your order? Here's what you're supposed to do. How do you measure? Well, this is how you measure. I try not to fault people for not knowing. Mm-hmm. So we try to put all that information out there, but yeah, there's still always a lot of new people in the space, or new people. I'll just say it's just new people in this space who don't know how it works, and why did you sold out in less than a minute? I'm like, yep, sold out in less than a minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get emails like that. Sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes you get emails like that, and I try to tell them that how it works, how the production planning works, and all that stuff. And some people accept it. Or some people are like, whatever. They throw up their hands.
Yeah, and it's just, some people must think that we're doing this on purpose, just to,
Yes. Believe me, if I could sell 100 more of these sweaters, I would. I would love to. They're very expensive sweaters. We'd make a lot of money. But there's no reason, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. We make as much as we think we're going to sell. Sometimes we're on the money. Sometimes we're off the mark. Sometimes we're... I don't know if there's another direction, but we really are trying our best to get it right.
Yeah.
At a good spot. So, yeah. Anyway, the many of you, again, you're well researched and you know how it works. So, thank you. Nicholas says, make an indigo Foxfibre, then make it into a hoodie that's dipped into indigo 400 times, then simple add indigo. Easy. Trust me. I definitely know what I'm saying. You know what? I have to say, we did the indigo. The indigo switcher has brown inside. Indigo, brown, biggity bam. Indigo with Foxfibre, biggity bam. I think that's a beautiful combination. I'm also going to say it harkens back to the original Foxfibre products that we made with Indigo by Foxfibre denim, right? And so it's like a beautiful combination there. I'm gonna say it right now. It ain't coming anytime soon. But
it's going to be expensive.
It'll probably be expensive, but
it's just Indigo is expensive. Foxfibre is expensive. But one thing we definitely learned from this Indigo blanket.
There you go. Yeah. Or somebody placed an order. Thank you very much. That's our little order counter there.
But yeah, one thing we learned from the Indigo, the reason we didn't have a whole lot, part of the reason we were kind of, a little bit playing safe in terms of having, not having too much inventory was the price. We were a little bit...
I was afraid.
Yes. It costs a lot to make, so if we don't sell, then we're stuck with the inventory that we put a lot of money into. Yeah. So that's why we wanted to avoid. But every time we were afraid of making something very expensive, I don't know, somehow they're the most popular thing. So it's
they're not the most popular things in terms of order volume. Obviously double heavyweight t-shirts,
we sell
like
all day long. Yes.
So, but yeah, it's like there is a deep demand, and I think it just harkens down to like, yo, nobody's ever made this before. Like, this is crazy. And so, like, you know, we have a decent sized audience, and within that audience, there's there's people who have like good, like, they have an eye for that kind of thing. And so, yeah, I definitely think Indigo by Foxfibre is a great idea. But we do have a lot of plans for Foxfibre. There's a lot of really, trust me, we have a meeting this week. We have a production meeting this week. Anyways, we're going to just drill down some fall winter 26 details. There's some cool Foxfibre stuff coming.
Well, that meeting is really for wrapping up spring.
Well, but still, we're going to be talking fall. And also, like, the our yarn spinning company, they're, like, working on some great blends. Like, really new, you haven't seen it before stuff. Like, this is really where the cool,
that's why we do this. I think. Yeah, this is the fun times. Yes.
Yeah, I will say, like, back even in our Naked and Famous denim days, like, the some of the funnest jeans were when we got to make the yarn, right?
Yes.
And those were very, like, that rarely happened.
Yeah.
Like, when you got and actually made the yarn, now we're making yarn. Like, and
which is
we're deep into it, and it's a lot of fun. And anyhow,
I feel like playing God.
Yeah, a little bit. So you're gonna see some really cool stuff. Of course, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep the energy going and trying to make really neat and interesting products. And some of the stuff is just like literally in testing, where they're like, yeah, let's see if we can do that. And so, like, if they're testing it, like, this has never been made before, you've never seen it before, we're gonna, bring it out, and hopefully it's gonna be cool. Because sometimes they can test it and find out that, you know what, not quite. It didn't work. But hey, we're gonna go there and try to do that so that we can bring you guys some, I think, very interesting things.
Vish here.
Yes.
Good point. He visited us recently, and in this showroom. He's from Australia. Aussies are used to buying out of season. Just have something to look forward to wearing later. That's a good point. That having the super looper kind of delayed
in the summer might spark the. That is a good point
in Australia.
Yeah, because I have to say that, like, despite not having a retailer partner in Australia, we have a lot of Australian customers. So yeah, that's not a bad idea to, like, also try to cater to the internationalness, like the opposite seasonness of Australia, because there are a good amount of people.
Maybe we shouldn't try, because I mean that's the but we do have. I think we do have a lot of things that is all year, like t-shirts. I mean, like in the winter, you're not just wearing t-shirts, but you're wearing still t-shirts, and so I think with sweatshirts we're a little bit more conscious of the seasons, but I get your point. There's not everybody lives in the same climate.
Yeah. Stephen Kopelkamp says, what's more expensive and harder to get, Ultimate Pima, cotton, or cashmere?
Harder to get?
Harder to get is Ultimate Pima.
It's just one form growing.
But
cashmere is
more expensive.
Definitely more expensive.
Yeah. It's just as a commodity, it's more expensive. I mean, Ultimate Pima is, I would say, rarer, but also, like, I would say the demand for it is not as high as something like cashmere. So, Ultimate Pima is a great cotton, extra long staple, organic. It's very unique in its own right. But I will say that to the general audience, people understand what cashmere is more than they understand the benefits of an organic, extra long staple cotton. So that's just why the demand is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but also, like, calling, like, Ultimate Pima is a brand type of cotton, whereas cashmere is, like, saying cotton. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
that's true.
The bigger category.
Yeah. Okay. McKinley asks, have you been surprised by the demand for these extra premium products, indigo dyed, baby cashmere? Yes. That's just a simple answer. I will say that even back in the Naked and Famous days, like, when we would do, like, the Tokushima jeans, right?
Yeah.
The Tokushima jeans were always like,
Tokushima jeans, by the way, is the hand dyed indigo yarns
Yeah.
on the warp.
Yeah.
We played with weft, with different things.
Right.
But like on the warp, like because it's hand dyed, it's all like rope dyed in big machines. It's like a person dyeing in natural indigo. So that means there's like a variety of variants of colors and in the same yarn even. So it just looks very streaky and beautiful.
Yeah. So a very beautiful yarn is created from that. Makes beautiful jeans. Very rare because there's only so much yarn that a guy is going to be able to, hand dye in order to make jeans. So like those jeans would only come up every now and then, and they would be quite like a price jump from the typical like a famous price. So
and you need to be like invited to even be able to like get that fabric.
Yeah, to get that fabric right. It's not something that's gonna be on the menu. No. It's like if you know the mill is gonna be like, we have some available.
Yeah.
Right? Or we have some yarns coming in. Like, do you want some? And so
basically you have to be always holding your hand up, and then it's like if if something becomes available, you need to be able to like, I want it now. Yeah. So but when we would make those jeans, the prices were high, but there was always a customer base for it. I wouldn't say a huge customer base for it. I would also say it's the same thing here. Like baby cashmere, indigo dyed. Indigo dye is a little bit more, I would say, on the affordable side than compared to baby cashmere. And like baby cashmere, like we sold a decent amount, but like it's not like selling the fleeced Foxfibre, right? There is like fleeced Foxfibre is I think look, it's a pricey hoodie, but it's not the most expensive hoodie that we make, right?
And we certainly make more money selling as a total the lesser expensive stuff just because you sell more volume, but the fact that there's like this many people who are like, whoa, holy cow, like that's what I want. Yeah. And like, who cares? I don't care what the price is. Like that is the best of the best. I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah. And like we're shocked still that there's so many people who are in that realm. Hey, we certainly appreciate it, and we will continue to make really really cool and interesting products. Sometimes it might price some people out. I understand that. Like our aim isn't just to make super expensive things. Like we really try to balance everything out. But sometimes in the pursuit of just like I would say that here's a big difference between us and like what we used to do. Like what we used to do like there was sort of a price range that we wanted to stay in. Right. Yeah. And then with the MIJ line with Naked and Famous, like the price range sort of went out the window. It was like, okay, this is really just about making like the best. Yeah. And that's sort of what we're doing here, where it's just like sometimes it's really just about the pursuit of making a very beautiful, interesting, special fabric. And then when the price comes out, it's kind of like, you shrug your shoulders and you're like, okay, like
But the fortunate thing about us is that we have the audience who understands all of that,
right?
And that
it built from the start, right?
Enough people are willing to buy. We know that enough people are excited about the same things that we're excited about. So it's just that we get to make it as a product. So I think it's just like like. Sometimes like we get like people saying like, oh, thank you for making these amazing things. It's like for us, like, thank you for understanding and like just allowing us to make these things.
Every now and then we'll get an email where like someone's like upset at our prices and they're like, you're crazy, and I'm like, or worse, and I'm just like,
probably
sometimes like I'm again, like when I say that like 98% of the people I respond to get like personal responses. The only times I don't get like a real personal response is like, hey, I need to do an exchange, and then I just send like, here's like the exchange process email. But the other people who don't get either a response, like the only people who don't generally get a response from me are like where the questions are like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, it's so kind of like, am I really having to explain how to tie shoes to somebody? Like, I don't know how to communicate with you, or I don't know if it's a joke. I don't know. And I'm just like, this question is completely off base, and I don't think we're going to speak like the same language. And, or if it's just sort of a rude comment. If it's a rude comment, I'm like, I'm not I don't feel like I need to try to convince you. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And if it's a good question, like we try to answer it, but if it's just a comment saying like you guys are crazy because your stuff is too expensive
Yeah.
or whatever, it's like, okay, probably are. But,
Yeah.
you know, like nothing we can say.
Right. But sometimes like I get really unusual questions and I'm like, I don't know if this is the real or like, what do you want me to say to you? Like,
Also, sometimes I feel like people use email as like just kind of like, you know, maybe talking to Chat GPT or something like that. It's just like float the like question, whatever comes to their mind, like up in the email and send it. And it's like, now we have to deal with this.
yeah. Also, I will also say that if you have an essay, okay, you might not realize that your question requires an essay level response or like a deep level response. Save it for the live stream, please.
That's
please,
what
please,
we're
please.
here for,
like,
actually,
you know, sometimes people are like, they ask me really, really deep questions, and I'm like, I don't want to not answer you. But like, my answer is going to take me 35, 40 minutes to write you that email.
Exactly.
And 35 or 40 minutes of my time, like
at the expense of doing something else is we can't afford that.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just have to tell you to like just ask in the live stream, and that's not, you know, because we're trying to like, you know, shoot you off. It's just that like it's that much.
Yeah, and we've also set a time to answer your questions. Like if I can answer you live, like in person, speaking to you, it's a lot easier for me to do it. I can probably give you that answer in 2 or 3 minutes rather than how long it's going to take me to format that email. Because, you know, there's one thing me like spitting information out versus like formatting an email that's concise and, you know, interesting. So
and we often talk about like, you know, it's, you know, there's recurring questions, maybe not the most common questions, but there are questions that like, you know, we get asked multiple times, and I think that those things could be like made into like a little video clip or reel or whatever, and then, you know, if we could just point them to that like whenever we get asked it, that would be fantastic. Because not everybody asks that question just because they think of it. Like sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know, I can't, I don't know. And so like having that resource available for anybody is, I think it's a good thing. But second of all, it saves us a lot of time, and then, you know, and having to deal with each individual question. So that's something that I really want to do, just as soon as I have time. We have time.
Alejandro with the question, I don't know if someone asked this already, but is it possible to make a double heavyweight in a linen blend or hemp blend? Is this a dumb question? Yes.
It is not a dumb question.
Oh, I was just trying to... no, not a dumb question. Okay, here's the thing though, right? Even if we made it out of linen or hemp, it's still heavy weight, right? And so if you were going to get the same weight, even if it's sort of, you know, what might be considered a more breathable material, is still going to have that heft. I think if you want like comfort in the summer with heavyweight, something like the ELST is what you're going to want, and wear it a little bit looser. 100% cotton, still very, very breathable. And the looseness is going to be there. And it's not as heavy as the double heavyweight. Like, it's still heavy, but it's not as heavy as the double heavyweight.
And to me, I think, you know... Nice.
There we go. 30 orders.
Cotton is like the king of the like apparel, you know, universe for a reason. It's just it is a great material, and it's so versatile. And sometimes, like, you know, linen. I love linen. I'm wearing linen right now, but like, you know, there's places for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just there's nothing better than the cotton, in my opinion.
Right.
But we do sometimes want to like explore linen. So we're thinking about it, but it just...
Knitwear and linen is not always anyway, we got to figure it out. It's not a common combination. It's usually like wovens and linen.
Yeah. And even if it's something that we want to do, like, you know, whether it's possible with the, you know, the machines that, because each machine makes different kinds of, you know, all that complications. So sometimes what we want to make cannot be just, made in another material just because we think of it, like we think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But then at some point I think we're gonna use linen.
Yeah. McKinley says, here I was feeling bad about sending you a congrats on the release and happy birthday because I know y'all must be so busy packing and shipping. Oh no, don't worry. So I got a lot of happy birthdays and congratulations. We got a lot of those messages. Those messages don't bug me at all because those are easy to respond to, and they also don't take like a priority. Like, I might go through the emails before we start picking and packing, but like if it's something that doesn't need immediate attention, like I'm not gonna answer it right away. Like that, I answered at the end of the day, we're done picking and packing, like, thank you very much, that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me at all. That's easy. But it's the kind of stuff where someone's like, 30 minutes before the release, hi, I'm trying to make a decision on like what size I should buy, and can you also compare the colors between this one, and how does the fabric change in the wash, this, that, and the other thing? And I'm just like, man, like you're asking me 30 minutes before the release, and I don't want to like disappoint you by not giving you all the information so that you can make this decision. So, or like things like that. Those are the kinds of things that are just like, in one way, they're time sensitive, and I feel obligated to answer them right away because, I want to help these people. But it also is just like, man, like, some of these questions could have been asked earlier or maybe in a different way. I get it. Like, not everybody knows, not everybody tunes in, fine. But the thank you stuff, like, again, that I love those emails. We get so many of those emails. I got my T-shirt. I love it. I'm so happy with it.
It's very reassuring. Like we may not it's not. It's something that we appreciate. We also even appreciate that you took the time to write it and send it to us. It's not like you need something from us at this point, but your feedback is definitely.
It is
welcome.
Yeah, absolutely welcome, because it also lets us know we're on the right track. Like, so like that kind of stuff, no problem. You want to send us an email, you want to leave a comment, we read everything. It's just that, I would say that there are some questions that are require very long answers that come in at odd times, and like it's just like, man, just ask me on the live stream or something else, or like I will also say that any of those like sort of technical questions, again, I know not everybody watches the live stream, it's 2 hours every week, but if you do tune in the live stream, because sometimes, like literally sometimes people will start the email and be like, hey, I watch your live stream every week and I have a couple of questions, and I'm like, great, put it in the comment section below, or you know what I mean, like,
yeah, I know, and we're also not answering every single question sometimes,
but yeah, if you ask enough, because there's a lot that come through, but we generally try to answer anything that's relevant and things like that. So like when we answer these questions, like we want to make it public so everybody can like share with that answer, because if you're asking that question, chances are somebody else is also asking that question. It might be in the back of their mind. They might be curious about that. So, we want to make sure that some of that information is like nice and public. So some of those questions, like if it's about a particular product, like, we have the Indigo sweatshirt video, some people are sending me questions about that. I'm like, the comment section, put it right there. I'll answer it, and then everybody can see it, and then you get your answer, and then everybody else can learn from it as well. It's a nice sharing thing. So, yeah. Anyhow, that's all. That's all we'll talk about that topic, because we got to get into another topic, which is very, very, very important, super important, and that's to hit the like button, everybody. If you've been enjoying this live stream, if you've been following the DVD symbol, it's about to hit the corner. Wait, is it? Are we? Oh, wait, is it? Is it? Oh. If you're rooting for that DVD logo to hit the corner, then hit the like button, everybody. Yeah. It's definitely going to do it.
I also wish that it was like that thing with the
the square.
That was the
square one is really important. Yeah. But you can see when it does. It really gets close sometimes. So anyhow, if you're rooting for that DVD logo to hit the corner, no, that one's not it. Then hit the like button, everybody, and share your appreciation for. Wait. Oh. So close. All right. Minois Maxim asks, hi, speaking about color comparison, could you please compare Sumi's in honeycomb, henley, and the t-shirt? Perfect example of a great live stream question. Let's do that. Okay, so So we've got that, and we've got these.
Yeah. So the sumi double heavyweight.
So we got Sumi double heavyweight t-shirt, black double heavyweight t-shirt, and then black Cashmere Henley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the comparison here. And the black double heavyweight is more black than all of them. And then the Sumi versus the Cashmere, you can see right here. Where the Sumi is a little bit more gray on the t-shirt, and it's a little darker on the Henley. Right? But...
Swiss UK says, I haven't even been paying attention to you guys, just to the DVD logo. And somebody asked, like, is it possible to hit the corner? And it's like, it had happened earlier in the stream.
We're watching for it.
Sorry to cover up the DVD logo, everybody.
Yeah, but anyhow, this is what the live stream is for. You can see that the Sumi sort of fits, the Cashmere blend sort of fits in between the three colors here.
Yeah.
So...
and partially the reason is that, like, because with double heavyweight we have black and sumi, like they have to be like a separate color.
Right.
Whereas like this we're having only one black, so it's it's a good.
Yeah. Here's another comparison for you. Okay. There you go. That's what it's for. All right.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of mention something about the past couple weeks. We have, as some of you may know, we have started accepting visitors in this office. Mm-hmm. And so far, a lot of people came.
Yeah.
And surprisingly.
A lot of great visitors.
Yeah, and they're all very nice. I have to say that I love meeting people that just, visit here. And, I mean, it's not, because it's not a store, it's just more of like having, a friend over kind of feeling. And then we get to like talk and we get to learn what they do, and what they're into.
A lot of interesting people, including like world champion athletes.
Yes. Yes, we got, okay, I don't know if like we're allowed to, we got like 2-time Olympian in here.
Yeah, so there you go. That was pretty incredible.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, so just wonderful people from all around the world. Mm-hmm. And we're just so happy because, a lot of people are in tune with the live stream. So, it's like, it does just feel like you're seeing a friend, you know? So, if you do come to Japan, please come and make an appointment with us. We're happy to see you. And you can shop. I would say that you could shop what we got. Inventory levels might be up and down here and there. But, we're doing our best to try to keep things as stocked up as possible. And, of course, the one of the big benefits of coming here is that if we have it in stock, even if it's not released yet, you get access to it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so I would say that some people definitely took advantage of the Indigo Hoodie being in stock, so yeah. Anyhow, when you're here, you that's what you get. So that said, the next probably batch. Like the next release is scheduled for like a later October release, so that's double heavyweight French terries. So in all the new colors. The Iron Mordant and the Foxfibre. We've got Cashmere Henleys, triple heavyweights. Those will start trickling in here, like starting pretty soon, actually. But it's just like we have to wait until everything arrives until we can start shipping them out to our retail partners because they want to get like one big shipment instead of like a bunch of small shipments. Mm-hmm. So it's going to get pretty packed in here. I'm going to say that. Boxes, like after we're done with the this releases shipments, like this middle area you can see here, like there's all these boxes in there. That'll probably be cleared out. We are getting some more of these like rolling shelves. That's gonna fill in the middle area, and then we'll like put as much as like the new inventory in that as we can. Mm-hmm. But like boxes are probably gonna be like up to here by the time we're like able to like ship anything out. So anyhow, that said, if you come and visit us in like the October-ish time, chances are you're going to be able to get some access to some great stuff before it is out officially.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this area, I'm just saying, is a very nice area to walk around. So if you come in October, which is a pretty nice mild weather in Japan, in Tokyo, so Yokohama.
Right.
So I would highly recommend putting an appointment in.
That's it. Okay, Pharmacus asks, important question. Bahzad and Risa, to celebrate your work on the Naked and Famous Godzilla work, I have a Gojira question. Did you see the Shin Godzilla re-release in 4K orth chromatic? I'm bummed no orth chromatic near me. I have not seen it in the black and white sort of re-release. Although I did just order the 4K Blu-ray of it yesterday. I don't know if it comes with the black and white. It was some sort of steelbook. I just clicked the button and ordered it. I have the Blu-ray, which is somewhat rare, apparently. I had that since it came out. I also don't know, I haven't double checked, but I don't know if even the 4K has a 5.1 English or even Japanese track. There was something with the Blu-ray release that it didn't have like a proper surround, which I was very disappointed. But I haven't seen it in the black and white. But I did order the 4K. Again, yesterday I was just Blu-ray buying, a lot of clicking around. I saw a steelbook for a 4K. I had to get it. I don't know if there'll be a tremendous upgrade over the Blu-ray. I don't know, but
Steelbook is
steelbook is an upgrade. That's true. We'll see. Only the collectors comes with the orthochromatic. There is I see. I think I saw on the Godzilla website that there is a new collector set, which and he said it's not available in Canada. That's right. The Godzilla website doesn't ship to Canada, which is like, I'm pretty sure they don't ship to Canada. Maybe they do. I don't remember. I feel like they do. They don't ship to Japan. But the Japanese releases don't have any English subtitles or nothing. Like they I don't know why they don't region lock the Blu-ray, because like Japanese Blu-rays and North American Blu-rays are all region A, so they all work. But for some reason, and I don't know why, I have no idea why they do this, because maybe like they don't want tourists buying it and bringing it home. It's like, who cares? Let them buy it. Like, it's not going to stop the people in North America who want to buy these things from buying it from North American retailers, right?
Yeah. Like, and I think, maybe there should be a difference, like you don't have a dubbed version or something. Like, we don't need a dubbed version.
But like the subtitle like file is like 25 kilobytes.
Yeah,
okay?
and there
like
cannot be like a copyright things involved with that.
They just, for some reason, that's the way they operate, and it's like there's like great, like the 4K set for Shin Godzilla that's out, coming out for like North America right now. They've had that in Japan for like 4 years. Like, it's the exact same box, and like every time I go to like the secondhand like Blu-ray stores, they have tons of them. And I'm like, sometimes I feel like I just want to buy it to have the box, and I probably will at some point. But yeah.
It is hard buying like foreign language film Blu-rays in this country.
Yeah.
Like I just
but all the Hong Kong action movies, all of them, they don't have the English subtitle. And I'm like, I get it. Okay, you have the Chinese language tracks, and then you have the Japanese subtitle. But I'm just like, put on that 25 kilobyte file. I'll do it. I'll do it for free, okay? Just before you go and master it, just say, hey, Bahzad, can you come over here? I will do it for free, okay? And just put it on the disc so that I could pay full price for the disc. I will do it. Just do it, please. I don't know why they don't. And anyhow, again, Blu-ray mastering companies in Japan, I'll fix Apple. I'll fix your Blu-rays. I'll make sure you sell more, okay? All the tourists that come here will buy it. You don't even have to export them internationally. This is all the tourists who want to buy discs that they can't get or different packaging. They want the Japanese writing on it. Just put the English subtitle. You don't even need the dub. It's kind of like I bought Parasite. I bought a copy of Parasite, and it was like an Italian release steelbook, and
It was cheap.
and it was a great price.
And it was a great steelbook. And it was just like we basically bought it for the case.
Korean language track, Italian language track, and I'm like, okay, I don't need English language track. Just put the. They had no other languages subtitles either, none. And I'm like, why not? They're just put it. Anyways, what can I say? Ombre Dragoon says, I was at a Blu-ray store today here in Seattle. Are there any Blu-rays you're hunting for? I'm coming to visit in October. I could bring it over. Oh, don't worry about that. You know what? My Blu-ray journeys are usually like, I have to say that I also prefer to shop in store more than I like to buy Blu-rays online, because when I buy Blu-rays online, I feel like I'm like looking through Netflix and like I can never really pick something. Whereas when I'm in the store,
like if there's one that looks interesting, you look it up. Like you don't do that with online. I feel.
So I pick when I'm at the store. I'm picking Blu-rays and I got the pile. I'm like, oh, these all look interesting, and then I have to double check to see if I actually have them or not, because we have so many movies. I actually
sometimes we do.
completely have no idea whether we own it. And then we like whittle it down, and we'll leave with a bunch of movies. But I like the go in the store and that looks interesting, buy it. And so I used to keep lists of movies that I wanted, and I find that I probably got most of them. Although there is a new release of a movie called Freaked, which I have to pre-order, and I'll show you this, because this has been one of these. This movie was made by what's his name? Lord of the Rings guy.
Peter Jackson?
Yeah, I think it's Peter Jackson. And for the longest time, this was a very expensive Blu-ray, because like it was out of print and very, very hard to find. And I have no association with these people at all, but it's coming out again. I guess it just came out. Buy now. I will probably have to do that. It's a little pricey. Ooh. Oh, but that's for the full set. I think they have one available November 5th. Worldwide first, restored in 4K. Even if you had the Blu-ray, it was a very expensive Blu-ray because it was out of print. It was hard to find. And I think they have other sets that are not quite as expensive. So it's a weirdo. It's definitely a weirdo movie. But
Peter Jackson made this?
I think it was. I could be wrong. Anyways,
we'll look it up.
I just know that that's one movie that's been on my list. I gotta get it. Yeah.
Oh. Totally off topic.
Okay.
We might have to reschedule some.
Livestream next week.
Next week. So we are going to go to Amami Island and try doing the
Sharimbai.
Yes, like somewhere here. I don't know. These dye. So the dye house who are going to be doing this in bulk for production, we're just visiting and trying dyeing ourselves.
Yeah. So we're gonna experience the whole process and see how it goes, and then we'll take some footage and photos and everything, and report back with our learnings, because as much as we think we know right now, I can assure you that by the time we get there and they start telling us about stuff and seeing it in person, we're gonna realize we don't know quite as much as we thought we did, and we'll bring that information back to you. So a lot of fun natural dye stuff coming your way from your good friends here at Wonder Looper. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be away next week this time, so we're gonna figure out the live stream schedule. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Somebody asked for a fit check earlier. I'm gonna say the last couple of days, I think the only reason we went home was to sleep, because like we'd go home, go to sleep, wake up, come back here, because it's just been
take a shower. We don't have a shower here. If we did,
I would probably not leave. I would just sleep on the floor and that would be it. But this morning I was like, what can I wear? I'm like, I don't even have time to like make that decision. On those days, you just wear black. So it's just ELS recycled cotton slub t-shirt, black. I've got my Easy Guy solid black selvage. I wore these actually for an Indigo Invitational a couple of years back. I've got my Seiko Ripley. Check that one out. That's a fun watch.
Yeah, it's a cool watch.
So that was this modeled after the same watch that Ripley wore in the Alien movies. Hers had a yellow dial and things like that. I love this watch. It's such a weird watch, and I think it's limited. It's numbered. I think there was 1,000 of this color made. So I'm happy to have this one. Very cool, interesting design, very futuristic. It's retro futuristic, and I've got my black Hender Scheme sneakers. These are modeled after the Air Force Ones, so some Air Force One highs with some chunky laces. So just a nice big old clunky sneaker to wear today. So just all black. You don't need to think about it. All black is the hack. If you don't want to think about it, all black. It all matches. And you just.
Yeah, it's hard though to do that when you have light colored cats.
That's true. Honestly, I used to wear. In high school, I used to wear a lot of all black because I was like one of those weird kids, and had my
I get it.
swooped hair. I was one of those weird kids, and I used to wear. I transitioned out of that into being like a candy raver, and like so I went from like Bahzad, why so sad, to like, wow, Bahzad, you were really excited today, huh? And I was just colorful man. I really went through a lot of phases, and so just throughout my life, sometimes I would just go back to the all black because it was easy, but with cats, it's really hard. And so like I don't don the all black as much as I used to. And anyhow, today I just didn't want to think about it. I just wanted to just go and
yeah.
So all black.
All black is like you look presentable,
yes,
no matter what.
Yeah. In the fashion, I would say like in the fashion world, it's just like it just sort of becomes everyone's default outfit. Like even working at the department store, at some point, like you could tell who was an old timer at the shop by either like how refined their suits were or if they were just wearing all black. Because at some point everyone was just like, I gotta dress nice every single day, all black. Or if you work at the cosmetics counter, those girls love wearing all black. I don't know why, but they always, not all of them, but many of them did, all black. Yeah. Now for you.
I am not matching with you today. I got my linen striped shirt, Ultimate Female White. I have like 3 of these in rotation. I wear it always. My Tory leather belt. I got, this one is the classic, Naked and Famous classic fit that this was the first sample. So I think it's a little bit different fit than the classic we made. But this is 11 ounce, very nice, lightweight. I got my suede made in Japan Converse.
Yeah. So some people might not realize it, but Converse Japan and Converse the rest of the world are actually separate. Converse Japan is its own thing, and so like they make a lot of sneakers in Japan that you won't find that quality anywhere else. And I would say that this is a very good thing to pick up when you're here in Japan. Like they have their own stores. You'll see like Converse Japan stores, and they'll have like suede models of a Chuck Taylor that are like very reasonably priced.
Made in Japan, I might be confusing this, but I think made in Japan soles are wider. So if sometimes like you have like a Converse that kind of is too narrow, at least to me. So if you have like a wider feet, made in Japan models may fit you. So that's a good tip.
Yeah, there you go. Pick them up. Come visit Wonder Looper, then go to Converse Japan and pay them a visit. Pick up some made in Japan sneakers. Also, the Onitsuka Nippon made shoes, very very cool shoes, and definitely worth visiting. Shiba Spi said, that's neat. I didn't know about Converse Japan being its own unique thing. It is, and even on the back, it says like made in Japan.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
if you walk into their store, like most of it is not made in Japan, but they do always have made in Japan.
Yeah.
Like area.
Yeah. Elaine asks, what is your go-to leather jacket? I have a couple of leather jackets. Most of them have been Schott. So I had a Schott suede, like bomber jacket, which, you know what? I outgrew, and I ended up giving it to Garrett at Tate Yoko, and I don't know if he still has it or not. But I remember I gave it to him a couple.
Not that long ago.
Not that long ago. I have a Schott B3, shearling, like a big one, and that's sort of my winter jacket these days. I definitely.
Sometimes you wear that with on top of the double heavyweight.
Yeah.
French Terry hoodie, and it's just like you're just like a big man.
I look a lot tougher than I really am. It is a burly jacket, that's for sure. Risa has a matching one, so we both have those, and I think
I have to say though, like I love.
I like the cut of the ladies' one on you more than I like the cut of the men's one. Me, I feel like it's just slightly too long for me, but it's okay. I still think it's fine. I wish it was a little bit shorter, not cropped, but a little bit shorter.
See, I like the fit on me, but
the shearling color.
Yeah. Mine is like cream,
Yeah.
like white, closer to white, and his
It's
is like
yellowy.
like
Yeah.
more like brownish,
Yeah.
and I like that color better.
Yeah, so the Schott B3 shearlings, the colors can sometimes
Very
vary,
different.
but of course it's natural, so that's what's going to happen. You just have to be okay with that. I also have a Rick Owens black leather jacket that just doesn't fit anymore. Again, like over the COVID time, I grew. I just, I had one of those late puberty growth spurts, something that happens in early middle age, and I grew, and most of my wardrobe doesn't fit anymore. Just like a good majority of it. But of course, I never throw anything away, so it just all piles up in the closet. So yeah, those are my leathers. It's like I think it's called the Ramones jacket. Is it Ramones jacket? It's hold on, let me look it up.
Is it inspired by the woman?
No, I'm not sure. Hold on, I think I have an Instagram. I might. You know what? I'm sure I do. Let me look it up. I think I made a fit pic on my Instagram on it like a million years ago, and I haven't posted on my Instagram in a long time, just because I haven't had time. But that's the shearling that I have. You can see there. Hold on, let's see if we can scroll through, and you can see, yeah, the color is a little bit different. You can follow me on Instagram, but I don't post all that often anymore. I should, because I do sometimes like the outfits I take.
Now
I just
we have
never
a
post.
mirror in the office, so we can do that here.
Yeah, let me see if I have that black leather jacket here somewhere. I feel like I took a photo of it once. No, a long time ago. Oh, goodness. Really? We're going back a while. It's a lot of Bahzad. Oh, I also have this leather jacket. This one I got from your grandpa. And it's a suede exterior, and it has a cashmere interior. It's a very beautiful jacket and some fuzzy shoes. Hold on, let's find that. This is the Rick Owens one. Oh, look at that model face. Oh yeah, look at those. They really
Blue Thunder.
That's Blue Thunder right there.
Blue Thunder.
That's Blue Steel. No, it's Blue Thunder is what it is. Black Thunder. So sort of a slimmer fit. I got it with the double heavyweight French Terry here. It's a cool jacket. The one thing I absolutely hate about it, and I mean I hate about it, is that the sleeves are like goth sleeves, and they're made like way too long, and you're supposed to bunch them up, which is fine, but they never stay up. So you're just all day you're just pulling this up. But I also have to say that I never have to worry about that again because it doesn't fit. I can't. It doesn't go over my shoulders. I grew.
I mean, here you wore it over double heavyweight.
Yeah,
you just wear a t-shirt underneath.
I'm telling you, it was tight when I had that on.
I mean,
yeah, it was tight.
See that, but
I'm wearing the same jeans as right now, though.
see, exactly. So you should.
maybe it'll fit.
Yeah.
That's true. I do have a double heavyweight sweatshirt underneath there, but anyhow, that's my other leather jacket. But the leathers usually don't come out until at least the fall because it's just
At least like November here.
it's too hot. Oh, here's the brown Schott jacket that I had. I gave this one to Garrett. This one, that's another jacket. That one went over to Garrett because that one was it would fit, but I couldn't zip it up without it being uncomfortable. So I either wear it open, but it fit Garrett perfectly. So Garrett has that jacket now.
It's more of his look, I feel. Like a little bit shorter.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Stephen Kopelkamp, I'm excited for my shearling to come in. There you go. Love a good suede or rough out jacket. Yeah. And I'm going to say that number one, this is a plug for the good people at Schott. I like Schott jackets a lot. Number one, the Perfecto stuff, price point wise, amazing.
Yeah.
For a made in America jacket from the people who invented that jacket, still made by the Schott family. Okay. That is still a family. It's a big company now, but it's still a family company. And they make their jackets the way that they've been making them forever. The quality is great. The price point is great. If you buy an equivalent jacket, I'm going to say from, a Japanese brand, double, triple the price.
Yes. Is
the quality going to be double, triple? Maybe the materials might be a little bit different. You can be the judge of that. But my point is that of course, as in this realm, sometimes the small differences to get there is a big price point difference. But I will say that the Schott jacket in terms of quality, in terms of the top, my opinion is that they're 95% of the way there. That extra 5%, you're gonna pay a lot more. But I really love the quality of Schott Perfecto for the price.
Yeah, one day I think I want to buy the Perfecto from them.
Right.
I just don't have that look. Maybe when I'm older, I can pull that off.
I think it'll look really nice on you. And then if you want to save some big money, here's a great tip: eBay. eBay's got Perfecto jackets, old ones, beat up ones that look worn and beautiful already. There's some good price points on those ones. I'm telling you, find them used online. You are going to have a great time with that. And
I also think that if you live close enough, their warehouse sale, I always see it on Instagram. It seems really good. I would love to go there at some point.
Yeah.
But if you live in the area, maybe it's worth the trip.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate for Schott. Not paid, not sponsored. I just like their stuff. I've always liked their stuff. So I know Tate Yoko has some selection as well. Always nice people.
Very nice people.
We've interacted with them many times. Very good. Pharmaca says real McCoys. Yeah, real McCoys is you're up there. Right? No question about it. With their leathers and things like that, they're at the peak, right? But for me, I think the difference between a Perfecto and a real McCoy not that far away. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I will say not even much of a difference.
And sometimes I would say they're kind of what their real McCoy
is striving to be is Schott.
Yeah.
So it's sort of circular.
Yes.
So, we've got Garrett, the Wizard of 32 ounce, in the chat. The manager at Tate and Yoko, Naked and Famous Denim. He is here in the chat. Say hello to him. And he has a very, very important message for all of us. And that is, hit that like button. And he also says, Tate and Yoko will drop the Wonder Looper early next week. You gotta give the fans the details. When early next week? They want to know when and what time.
They probably don't know yet.
Yeah.
But keep an eye out.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Garrett, let them know. There's a lot of eager fans out there to get some of the stuff that you guys have that nobody else has at the moment. Steven asks, does all Bahzad's old clothes fit Risa now, or is it too big? Not everything fits you.
No.
But anything that does definitely makes its way over.
Me,
yeah.
It's a little bit harder with larger jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just too much.
Yeah, but like a flannel shirt or like some of my old jeans, like those are a lot easier because they can be worn, looser in general.
Yeah, and
more relaxed.
he hems his jeans so short that it's
That's
like
true.
it's definitely like there's one. I think it was that True Grit. Was it?
Oh, yeah,
Grit
True
or-
Grit. Yeah,
the
that's
hair
exactly
behind
it.
He gave it to
It's
me
exactly
and I
this.
love it, but it's like because look how short
Yeah,
it is. It's too short on me.
Yeah.
And I can't wear it.
And I'm wearing them low. Like if I wear them like proper on my hips, they would. I mean, they are already flood pants, but I hemmed these way too short. Like there are a few mistakes in my. I like my own picture.
I also like that there's a Caterpie in there. Caterpie's a rare character.
That's a rare character right there. You can see good old Caterpie. Caterpie is often in the backgrounds in these photos, but also like my left-hand twills. These ones got also a little too short. So okay, it's one of my best faded jeans, but just a little too short. Yeah, it happened. Oh, that's a weird picture. A nice old tie. I guess this is making up for the fact that like I can't run to my closet to like show people things. So we got some old evidence on Instagram that some of this stuff exists. But yeah. Okay. Pharmacist says many are from Japan. The old in regards to the old Perfecto jackets. Yeah, you might be able to find some great secondhand Perfecto jackets here in Japan. If you come to Japan, if you come to visit us in Yokohama at our office, there's actually a great secondhand shop called Book Off. And the one that's maybe like a 20 minute walk from our office, they have a good selection of like rugged wear, like a really good selection of rugged wear.
And they're like organized, curated, like
by brand.
Yeah, so it's easy to shop. That store is pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll certainly recommend it when you come. You can find some great stuff. I will say that if you are small, medium, sizing is probably a little bit more better for you.
If you're like extra large, I think it's
a
you
little
have a hard time.
Yeah, but if you're like small, medium, you're gonna have a great time because a lot of things are gonna be in your size and at very affordable, like relatively affordable prices. It's not like shopping at Goodwill, right?
No. It's just a proper market value.
Yeah, right. I would say that sometimes at Book Off a little bit less.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like there's
you can find them.
you can find like you're not gonna find steals, but you're gonna find deals. Yeah. Yeah. The Raven says, I don't have a Schott leather jacket, but I do have one of their peacoats, and I love it. Currently have my eye on that B6 Bomber. Yeah, the peacoats, I remember at Tate Yoko, we'd have those peacoats, and those would sell. And I remember the peacoat prices were very good. They were very affordable. I don't remember it. I feel like they were under $400. I could be wrong, but I if I remember right, they were under $400, and they were very good quality for the price. Yeah, we got Maxim here. I found my made in USA Lost Worlds FQHH Bucko Rider jacket thanks to eBay. And hello to Mr. Garrett. Yeah, a lot of great leather jackets on the eBay. I'll say that. If there's something specific exactly you're looking for, maybe you got to go new. But if you're open to, seeing what's out there, check out the eBay. You can find stuff for like under $200-300 easy. Yeah. So yeah, again, out here, there's so many fans for a lot of different leather jackets out there. Wrist Code says, shout out for Himmel Bros, a Canadian company. I've heard of them. I don't have too much experience with them personally, but I've definitely heard about their leather jackets in this sphere. So if I've heard about it, they're probably doing the right thing. BD says, I don't think I can pull off a leather jacket. I'll stick with the old elephant jean jacket. Yeah.
But that's cotton. You need the better.
Not everyone, I'm going to say not everyone, leather jacket isn't for everybody.
Yes,
right? Sometimes,
yes.
I totally understand that. So yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think 100% cotton denim jacket, as heavyweight as the elephant is going to replace leather jacket level of warmth.
But that's what your down jacket's for. You got your jean jacket, you got your down jacket, or you're a Canadian, you got that Canadian skin, it's just gonna protect you and shield you from the cold. What is it, -20? Oh, it's no problem. It's okay. It's cool. It's warm today. It's warm.
Stephen is a good point. Yeah. Leather jacket and the type 3 design. Sometimes they have very good one, like
or
suede ones.
Suede ones like that are really nice. Yeah, that's true. The Revan says, as of 2024, they were $400 on the nose in regards to that peacoat. Yeah, so great, like made in America, like wool peacoat, $400. Great price. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to do a snack time because we had a nice present brought to us.
Okay, you get it. Yeah. Yes. Obviously, you don't have to, but nice people who showed up in the showroom, sometimes they bring us gifts, especially because it was, Bahzad's birthday last week. So, very sweet surprises all around.
So we've got some Hokey Pokey Crunch from New Zealand, Nuevo Zealand. This is the New Zealand, not the old Zealand, but the new one. And very, very interested. I've never had this. I have had Hokey Pokey ice cream before, and this is, I believe, I might have it all wrong, but I believe the Hokey Pokey flavor, this title is an Australian thing, but this might be a New Zealand edition of it. Not exactly sure how that breaks down exactly, but it's supposed to be something with like a caramel in it, right?
But he also said something that's interesting. You know how like chocolate, like everybody says Kit Kat in Canada is better than Kit Kat in America because it's like slightly different chocolate. And he says that's kind of true in like Australia and New Zealand.
Right.
New Zealand have a better
quality chocolate.
Yeah, better tasting chocolate.
So we're gonna find out. But this is a Hokey Pokey Crunch. It's a chocolate with I believe caramel bits inside. How they make that all work, we're gonna find out. It's crafted in New Zealand by J.H. Whitaker and Sons Limited. And the quality is guaranteed. It's right there on the packaging. So we'll see how this goes. Stephen Kovalcam says, is it just chocolate with honeycomb in it? I don't think so. I don't think there's any honeycomb in there.
Nuts in there.
Yeah. So take a look at the packaging. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be hardened, not super hard, but caramel bites within like a milk chocolate. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to break it in half. We'll take a look. We'll examine it. I'm trying to think if there's any other candy bars in the West that might have a similar,
I have to say, I like the packaging.
Okay. So that's what to expect from the inside. Right? Whitaker's.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
The milk chocolate is very nice. And then, you have these little bites of caramel. I would say that the caramel bites are actually a little airy. They remind me of...
It creates a very nice...
Yeah. There's a candy bar in Canada that we have that is... what's the one I'm thinking of? It has like... it's not Aero. It's not Crispy Crunch. I forget what it's called. It has like a yellow inside, and it's like it kind of looks like a puffed caramel inside. I forget what it is, but
no, it's just
not the round ones. Whoppers are kind of similar. So like, if you've ever had a Whopper, whatever, I think that's caramel on the inside. So, but it's very airy. I'm not sure what it is, but the caramel here kind of has that texture to it where like it breaks very easily. It has a nice crunch, but it's soft, right? Very nice. I'm gonna say it's very nice.
It's very nice, and it's like the size is compact, but it's a lot of substance in here.
This is it's a great chocolate. This would go very nice with coffee or tea.
I would prefer this in maybe bitter chocolate.
Right.
Because I like bitter chocolate better, but I can definitely see it both.
Yeah, Pharmaca says crunch bar. It is not a crunch bar, like a Nestle's Crunch. It does remind me, yeah, that's like a rice puff, I think.
Rice puff, yeah.
But a Nestle, it does have I would say, a texture like a crunch bar, like when you bite into it, you have that milk chocolate and then that crunch. But the crunch here comes from that like sort of airy caramel, which I really like. Now I'm trying to remember that Canadian candy bar. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Canadian candy bars. This is maybe they don't even make it anymore. I'm gonna hold on a second. You know what's kind of funny is that yesterday on the Naked and Famous stream, they were eating an Eat More bar, which is a Canadian candy bar, which I think I saw it somewhere here. But I can't seem to find it.
If it's not in here.
Yeah, if it's not in that set, it's not over here. Crunchy. Oh, yeah, it's a crunchy bar. So in Canada, we had something called a crunchy bar. And inside, it had like a golden sort of caramel, I think, inside. And it was very puffed. And like for me, like the caramel that's inside of this has a similar texture to that. Although in the crunchy bar, it's
original naming.
They're pretty good. Like this texture on the inside, it tastes like this. Of course, like that's a huge piece of it. But if you were to break that up into little chunks, I feel like that's what this would like. That's how it tastes like.
But the ratio of chocolate. Here
Yeah.
So
the ratio.
higher.
There's way more chocolate here.
Yeah.
It's
more
This was it.
luxurious.
I did enjoy this one as a kid. I haven't had one of these in forever. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I guess when you were a kid, Halloween, great time to try all the different candies. Pharmaca says Cadbury Delight. I don't know what a Cadbury Delight is, but it's possible. I can see that crunchy bar here is made by Cadbury, and maybe in other countries it goes by a different name. All right. Well, there you go, everybody. How am I going to rate this? I'm going to go on the thumb scale. It's 2 thumbs up. It is 2 thumbs up on this.
Yeah.
This is the Pokey Crunch from Whitaker's. 2 thumbs up. If you can find these, go and get some. I think you would definitely. I don't think anybody would not enjoy these.
You know what's actually shocking? It says it's mini. Like.
Oh, that these are mini. Yeah, these are minis.
Imagine having a bigger one of these.
Yeah.
It is full like a bar of chocolate.
Yeah, it's decently sized. I mean, it's not an American candy
bar. It's not like a candy bar, because candy bars usually it's not like it's chocolate covered usually, but not like the entire thing is just. This is a chocolate bar. It's like a Hershey's bar with some things in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Pretty luxurious.
Make a one-piece men's pajamas. Matthew H.
That is a very I don't know. I don't think that would be the best selling item.
Pajamas. Like, I like the idea. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I think we'll get to bathrobes.
Yes.
Before
loungewear.
Yeah, loungewear.
I mean, it's already like we're making sweatpants.
Yeah.
Sweatpants is basically a loungewear. But I can see the bathrobe.
Yeah.
Though we just don't wear bathrobes.
Well, we might if we make them.
Maybe.
Stephen Kopelkamp says it's crazy how different candy experiences, how a different candy experience you can have in different countries. Yeah, every country's got a great, they got their local candy, right? When you travel, I'm telling you, go to the grocery store. That's the best place to go shopping, right? Mm-hmm. You can buy clothes. Please come to our store, but please also go to the grocery store. In fact, when I tell you to go to the book office to go check out the secondhand used stuff, there's actually a Don Quixote there, not far away. Check that place out. There's another place called Caldi Coffee Farm. Caldi Coffee Farm. They have a lot of great stuff. Caldi Coffee Farm is kind of like the Trader Joe's of Japan.
They do have their
Yeah.
own like things, so like it's not something that you see in supermarkets. It's like a different product line.
Yeah.
There's also okashi no machioka in that like in the street.
Yes.
So it's also like a very old school, just snacks.
Yes.
So they only sell.
They
snacks.
only sell snacks. So there's a lot of great places to shop. Bring home snacks. You'll and they're easy gifts. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes people don't want, you know, as much as I like magnets and things like that. Sometimes somebody's got a lot of magnets. You know, they might not need another magnet or another calendar or another postcard. Get them some candy. At least they can enjoy it. Something like consumable, doesn't take up a lot of space, and easy. You know, everyone likes candy. So there you go. Matthew says, try a pumpkin moon pie, seasonal but big here in Kentucky.
That sounds great, actually.
Pumpkin moon pie. I would like to try a pumpkin moon pie one day.
Yeah, you gotta go to Kentucky.
Well, I'm down.
Get it.
I like their chicken. I'm gonna like their moon pie. Fun fact: Colonel Sanders, the Colonel Sanders, used to live in Mississauga, Ontario, where I'm from. I'm actually from Toronto, but I grew up a lot of my life in Mississauga, Ontario. I consider myself a dual citizen of both. And Colonel Sanders used to live there, and in the hospital, one of the big hospitals we have there, he has his own wing because he donated a lot of money to it. You know, I thought it was amazing because he has his own chicken wing. There's the chicken wing of the hospital dedicated to Colonel Sanders. There's a big portrait of him there.
I hope their hospital food includes KFC.
Everyone would feel better with the little. I'm telling you, when I feel sick, sometimes I want some KFC.
Yes, you like greasy food.
I like junk food when I'm sick because it's a lot of calories, and I just feel like I need the energy. But give me some KFC when I'm sick. Ooh, I'd be so happy. All right, everybody, we're gonna leave it there. We'll be back again soon. Next week, I'm not sure. We will be not live streaming at this time next week because we're going to be in Amami Prefecture. We're going to be in southern Japan checking out the natural dye action happening live. And so we'll see. Still, just pay attention to updates, the Instagram, the newsletter, all that stuff. So we'll be back again soon. And before you go, hit that like button, everybody. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. We surpassed the 4,000 mark just the other day. And we're climbing. We're going to get there. We're going to be the #1 channel on YouTube.
Big mark is 5,000.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Your brain needed the lipid when you are sick. Your brain needs the lipid when you are sick. I'm not sure what a lipid is, but I will definitely take your word for it. And I hope it comes from the chicken. The chicken. Oh, I wish there was Popeyes in Japan. Just saying.
Yes, that would be.
I like
fantastic.
KFC, but Popeyes.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. Okay, we could talk about junk food forever.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot something.
But we're gonna ship some stuff, and we'll be back again real soon. Everybody, have yourself a very, very nice weekend. Be kind to one another. Do something nice for yourself and
somebody else. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be rude.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.